What's going on, comic book fans? It's Jimmy C. Took last week off. Just had some stuff to do, but now I'm back in action. It's Thursday night. It's pouring up here in the North Jersey. Getting ready for Hurricane Arthur. Got a lot to go over. Got an eBay purchase. Did a little comic haul from a little mini convention in North Jersey. Did a trade and actually just went to my local comic shop. So I guess maybe we'll kick it off with that. Beforehand, all this turmoil going on in the YouTube community, I say, like, if you say something and you know you messed up and you're gonna apologize, I'm all for that. But if you're gonna say sorry, you might as well just say sorry completely. Not say sorry and have, like, 4 clauses in your apology. That kind of detracts from it. It's a little like the Clippers friggin' boss when he said sorry, if he even did. But yeah, I don't even know if I want to show number ones anymore. I'm scared of the backlash and the ridicule. You know me, shy and introverted. I'm just joshing you. Anyway, let's kick it off. This is my comic book store. I told you guys it's a local shop. I haven't really gone there too much, once or twice, but I said, let me start supporting them. They're cool guys. So, and it's a great place to go for back issues because they don't get really busy. So they always have, good issues from the last 6 months. So, look what I grabbed. I had to dig a little bit, but look, great copy, Walking Dead 127. I never got it. I slept on it. There's a little ding right there, but hey, that's the one thing. These guys do have back issues, but they treat their comics so poorly, so it ain't that hard to get a back issue, but finding one in good condition, that's the Christmas miracle. They had 4 copies left, but only 2 were decent, so I grabbed Outcast number 1, the new Kirkman book. I grabbed another one just to have it. So then they have a couple of dollar boxes. So I grabbed this. Screw it. Number 1 Bite Club. Cool cover. And with the vampire, everything going on with the vampires these days, you never know. Who cares? Cool cover. I'm never gonna read it, but I like the cover. And then Game of Thrones is blowing up. It's ridiculous. So I saw this. It's George, the guy who wrote the books, The Fire and Ice. I guess he has something to do with this. His name's all over there. So I said, hey, score, skin trade. So number 1, it's George R.R. Martin. Why not? So there's 2 guys in this comic book store. Yeah, cue the story. And nothing crazy, but, this older gentleman came in with his girlfriend. They were like, they've been around, like, skinny. I don't know if they, do drugs or whatever, but they're a little off. And they're chewing these 2 comic book guy stores' ears off. These guys are eating lunch. They don't want to be bothered. They're like feigning interest, pretending to listen, and he's all over the map. He's talking about where he grew up in Georgia, the racist South. Malcolm X was born where he grew up. I don't know where in Georgia. Then he's talking about like obscure comic books. Then he's talking about the neighborhood and war. Like, he's all over the map. And these guys don't want to hear it. They just want to eat their friggin' cheeseburgers and, like, talk about whatever they're talking about. So I'm just laughing into myself, like, looking through books. So I said, all right, enough's enough. Let me go bother them about stuff I want to get, books-wise, and I needed some comic boxes and whatever. And so when I did that, like, he stopped bothering them, and then he left. So I basically saved the day for them, because he would have stayed there for another hour, I could tell. So I said, you know what? I just saved their day, and they're eating. Now they can enjoy it. Let me bother them about these 2 comic books so I could get a good price. So they'll just give in, and so they could continue eating their cheeseburgers. So they wanted $10 each for these 2 books, so $20 total. And I was like hemming and hawing, and not bothering them. You know me. I'm a soft sell kind of guy. And basically, long story short, I got these 2 books for cover price. So for $4 each instead of 10. Amazing Spider-Man variant, Dan Slott variant, instead of $10, $4. Score. I'll take that any day of the week. And then Superior Spider-Man with the real photo, Agent Coulson. And then I also picked up 3 small boxes for comics from them. They're so lazy they wouldn't even put them together because I never really did. But, hey, you know what? They gave me a good deal on this. I'll figure it out. Okay, moving on. So I went to... for you guys remember, I told you I did a Craigslist. I've met this guy on Craigslist from the town over from me. Well, we've actually been kicking it around. I helped him out at the flea market. So we went to a comic show together. It's a small show in a little motel, maybe 10 dealers. So, we went together, we're yucking it up, and, helping each other out. So, long story short, I went to this guy. This guy has some pretty good books. Paid $40, got 34 books. Normally it's $40 for 30, but you know me, so I got a couple extra. So these are the only bad ones. So I got Strange Tales, 12-cent issue, 166. Oh, awesome. Works out to about 75 cents a book if you do the math. But I didn't see this. I had my dog brain going, like I was grabbing all these issues. And you know when you're in mode and just grabbing stuff, you don't pay attention as much as you should. And like, oh, look at that. It just breaks my heart. But 75 cents, what are you going to do? And then these were the other two that I was annoyed about. I thought I got gold, but you know what? I was off my A game. You know, you can't hit a home run every day. So I got this one and this one, but they're both reprints. You know what? I'll read them anyway. Who cares? But those are my only 3 misses. And the rest is all golden, in my opinion. We got a ding, ding, ding. It's bondage alert time, and we got a bunch of them, random too. G.I. Joe, 75. Look, the Baroness. She's all tied up. Look at Serpentor, that dirty birdie. Anyhow, cool cover, bondage. Got a little Wonder Woman bondage. We got upgraded. We got chains instead of rope. Got another Wonder Woman bondage issue. What's next? We got a little Flash bondage issue. I'm not sure who that is, but, you know, hey, I saw bondage. That concludes the bondage. Then we got the Iron Man 173. Stain takes over. I guess he buys out the company, and Stark loses it. And then these 2 books, I couldn't believe this. You know, I don't have any of these books, but what a way to kick off my collection. Commandy #2 in very good condition. Part of the haul, man. So it was like 75 cents. I think it's like a $15, $20 book. Don't quote me on that, but you know, definitely worth more than 75 cents. So like, boom, what a way to start. I'm really looking forward to start reading this. And then follow it up, a little Rima Jungle Girl #3. In great shape too. Grabbed another Crisis #6, first Anti-Monitor. You know, how could you say no to this book any day? It's like, ugh, what a great character. And, you know, for less than $1, I'm grabbing it nonstop. Now, this book isn't in the best of shape, but for, you know, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but, you know, for less than $1, what a great, you know, minor key issue to have. Adventures Comics 428, First Black Orchid. It's beat up, but, hey, you know, this is a book I've always wanted, and at least I could check it off and now, like, move in for the upgrade. I'm not sure if anyone showed this before or if I looked it up, but they say this is the first appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet. So, oh, score. It fell in my lap. I was actually looking for this book, like, you know, soft looking, not looking hardcore, but like it was right there. Boom. So I scooped it up. Great issue to have, you know, with everything going on. And just if you're a cosmic fan, why not have the first issue of the Infinity Gauntlet? Awesome. Okay, let's keep it moving. Got this Amazing Spider-Man 222, first Speed Demon, or Speed Racer. I'm not sure, I forget which one. I think Speed Demon. What else do we got? Got Detective Comics 570. Just a cool Joker cover. You know, old book, less than $1. How about it? How nice. You know, at first, I glanced at this. I'm like, oh my god, I scored pay dirt. And then I realized it was a cover swap. Swamp Thing 33. It wasn't the House of Secrets cover. But you know what? Still a great cover to have it. You know, pretty cool. Going back to the Cosmic Marvel theme. It's a beat-up copy, but, you know, first Airwalker, it's a minor key, pretty cool. You never know if, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy blows up, the Marvel Cosmic Universe is exponential what they can do. You know, they could do books on, they could do movies on anything, you know, Herald of Galactus, Galactic Saga, oh, sky's the limit. Grabbed me 2 copies of New Mutants #100. It's the 3rd print, which I know is still worth a couple of shekels. You know, it's up there, so, you know, well, for, you know, 70 cents, how about it? I don't know anything about this, if it's a reprint or whatever, but it's the #1. Bernie writes in, worst case scenario, I got some cool artwork to look at, even if I don't read it. But I said, oh, how about it? Then grab 2 copies of Man-Thing #1. You know, if you guys know, you know, we're actually on speaking terms again with my good friend. I don't know what that means, and that, maybe, I hope one's not a reprint. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys know, but what's that mean compared to that with the X and the newsstand edition? Anyway, but you know who created Man-Thing? My good friend's father-in-law, Jerry Conway. So maybe I get his John Hancock pretty soon, you know, over the holidays if I see them. Okay, rest of the haul rounding out. We got Tarzan, Jungle Tales of Tarzan Annual #1. We got a Green Lantern, Green Arrow, awesome Neil Adams cover #1. Got a nice Bronze Age Human Fly #1. Got the Superman first issue with you know, the new Metallo #1. Got Volume 2, Tales to Astonish #1, little subby action. Got a Gru #1. I don't know anything about Sandman. You know, I know this isn't the original first issue, but Sandman Mystery Theater #1. This one is out there, but I thought it was so kooky. I said I'm all about it. Jason the Monarch #1. What, I don't even know where to begin about this, but you know, that's a pretty cool cover. You know, before last month, I didn't have this book at all, and now I see it everywhere, and I'm grabbing it for less than $1, for $1 or less, left and right. First Amanda Waller, like, still missing #3, but it'll come to me. Pretty cool little Kirby action. Machine Man #2, awesome. And last but not least, we got another first appearance of Rogue, Forge rather, and the last one of the batch, New Teen Titans. I think, you know, I'm weak with my DC, but first appearance of Blackfire, I'm pretty sure. Saw it in a few issues. A few guys had it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Hey, you know what? Oh, mean. 75 cents all in. Okay. It was one other dealer I went to, and, you know, it's only because of you guys I even know to grab this book. And I'm just parroting you guys because, like, I'm not into the Green Arrow too much. But I grabbed it. The first Felicity Smoke, I believe. You guys know better than me. It's just what I hear. I saw that because of you guys, you know, like, I think Lightning said it. You remember, like, the covers, and you know, like, hey, you know what? That's what the community is all about. Because of you guys, I remember a cover, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, let me grab that because it's worth something, maybe. Okay, so I went back to this Craigslist guy. His name is John. So we went back to his house. He just got another batch. He had a bunch of books at his friend's house. Why, I don't know. But anyway, about 1,000 more books. So he wanted to give me first crack at them, which is nice. But after looking at comic books for like 2 hours, digging through boxes, I'm exhausted. The last thing I want to do is look through more books. You know, I have my threshold. So, like, I'm thumbing through them because, you know, I am interested, but I'm tired. And, you know, like, he's right there. But I said, you know what, if I find anything... I have a bunch of Cosmos scarves in my trunk. So I said, bro, you know, if I find any books, let's make a trade. At first he didn't want to. He's like, no, you got to give me money. You know, this is my business. I said, well, you know, I sell the scarves for money too. I said, what do you think? I knit them and give them out to, you know, homeless kids? I said, I sell them on eBay too. I said, we're both friends. We make a swap for some shit that we sell, but you know, whatever. He goes, you know what? You got a point. And the scarf is pretty cool. So long story short, I got 6 books off him, and I gave him a scarf. So I'll take that trade any day in the world. So what did I grab? I have this already, but you know, this is a good book to have. Crisis #1. And then look at this. I'm so happy I got these from him. It's a 5-part series. Roots of the Swamp Thing. They're all in great shape. You know, I don't think they're worth a lot, but you know, what a great story and great artwork, and just for me to read and get into. I'm all about it because I haven't read any Swamp Thing yet. So Swamp Thing Part 5, Part 4. That's the great Batman cover. Part 3, Part 2, and Part 1. It didn't cost me nothing but a soccer scarf, which I got 30 of them. So that was a great day, great trade. Okay, last but not least, thanks to you guys again. You know, a few guys talking about this. I had this book, and I remember the cover, and you guys are telling me, you know, there was a significance. The first Agent Coulson, I believe. I went digging, and I found this, so now I know not to, like, throw it in a batch on eBay and sell it, because, hey, you know, it's a good book to have. So I'm keeping it. Just picked this up on eBay for about 15 bucks, all in with shipping. I do not have any Nick Furies, and I'm trying to start. I would like to get 1 to 10. I love this cover. It's just classic Steranko. You know, it's not bone white or dairy explosion white. It's more like yellow teeth yellow, I guess you'd say. But you know what? It's my first issue. It's pretty good condition, corners-wise. Just, you know, it's not white. But hey, you know what? It's a great start. For 15 bucks, who cares? Last but not least, I need your guys' help. Well, I don't need your help, but this is pretty cool, and I've never seen this before. So I wanted to show it to you. So it's Mighty Thor 412. It's the first appearance of the New Warriors. But if you could see this corner, look at how the book was cut. These are interior pages of the comic book, and it was cut so awkwardly. It's like, it's so weird. Like, how is it like that? I'll take it out and show you guys. You know, it wasn't done with a scissor or anything. Oh, let me fix the camera. So, So it's weird, like, if you see, look, Can you see that, guys? Très bizarre. You know, I would love if any of you have any have you ever seen this before? You know, it's only the first few issues. The first few pages, rather. See, that's crazy. I'm not sure, like, is this like some rare, random, like, obscurity? Am I sitting on gold? What would CGC say? They probably wouldn't say nothing and just send it back. Anyway, my money's on ETA Nick having an answer for me, so hopefully you're watching my videos, buddy. That's about it, guys. You know, my contest is still going on, so, you know, I'd love to have, you know, a couple more people. I got about 12 people entered in it. The more the merrier. You know, it's light and easy. Don't go crazy. You know, just answer whatever. And I guess that's about it. Everyone, happy 4th of July. Jimmy C signing off. You know, God bless. Good night. Be safe. Don't blow your fingers off. Take care.